Welcome to Lead2day. I'm continuing from part 1 where I left off on the principles of leadership. We have been looking at visionary leadership from my book, Vision, the Fuel That Drives Leaders. You can get this book also from Amazon. And so when you get to Amazon, you'll be able to get this vision and this book. And as a matter of fact, you can also get this book from most leading bookshops in Ghana. And so I'm continuing part 2 from the principle of leadership. Remember, I did say that leaders have two best friends. The best friend of a leader is problem solving, and the second best friend of a leader is vision. So we've been looking at the principles of visionary leadership, and I defined visionary leadership from my book, and we are looking at the components that goes into what visionary leadership is all about. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
Ready? Get set to be inspired, provoked, encouraged, and transformed on Lead2day with Bishop Dr. Samuel N. Mensah. Lead2day. Beat the standard. Be the standard.
Now, what is visionary leadership? Visionary leadership, from my book, I defined it as visionary leadership is the capacity to craft, develop, and translate vision into action based on principled decisions which stem from an inner conviction that overcomes all barriers without quitting and transforms organizations from what they are to what the leader would have them become. Now, this vision, this definition has 4 major components, and I will break them down and we will walk you through the 4 major components of this definition. So let me pick up the definition again. Visionary leadership has 4 components. Number 1, it is the capacity to craft, develop, and translate vision into action. So it has 3 major sub-elements under this particular statement. The capacity to craft, 1, to develop, 2, and translate a vision into action. So that means that the leader must have the capacity, A, to craft a vision. Vision must birth forth from the leader. Vision starts with the leader, but it must end with the people. So it is the leader who must originate the vision. This is where we have identified where we are as our point A. Our present location is not the best. Our present location is not what we desire to have, but we desire a better future. In some cases, the people even do not desire a better future. It is the job of the leader to paint a better future for the people. Okay? You will recall the children of Israel at a point were very comfortable in Egypt. They were so comfortable they didn't want to change their location until God spoke to Moses. Go tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And then they painted a picture to the children of Israel that, listen, God wants to take them to the land that is flowing with milk and honey. So a better future state was painted for the children of Israel, for them to appreciate that where they are was not the best place meant for them. So the job of the leader, first of all, you must have the capacity to craft the vision, because the vision must start with you. The leader must be innovative, he must be creative in the crafting of the vision. So vision starts with the leader but ends with the people. B, he must have the capacity to develop the vision. So first of all, the capacity to craft the vision. B, the capacity to develop the vision. The development of the vision actually is a process. It involves the engagement of the leader, the team, and the buy-in of the people. So you just don't thrust leadership on people, or vision on people. You don't force them. You need to get their buy-in. And what you need to do is, first of all, engage the people, get a team, engage the people, and get their buy-in. For example, the economic crisis we find ourselves in as a society and as a country, we have been told it's going to take 15 years for the debt restructuring. Now, in such a case, it is a vision. Because when government comes out with a policy, that policy can be described as a vision. But how do you get the people to support this policy? How do you get the people to buy into this vision? So for example, this debt restructuring, which it was going to take, or is going to take 15 years, the best thing a government should have done was to engage all major stakeholders, because it is absolutely true, we are aware, in the next 15 years, this current government under President Nana Akufo-Addo, they are not going to manage this debt restructuring for 15 years. So if we are in economic crisis like this, and for 15 years, debt restructuring has to be managed, bring all major stakeholders together. Let them be part of the policy development process. You don't just develop it and thrust it on the people and force it on them to just swallow it, because you are not the one that is going to implement. So bring all of them together. The ability to engage all major stakeholders is a skill leaders must have. And so that is what we call to develop the vision. It's a process to get the buy-in. So if government had engaged everybody, including today's government and tomorrow's government, and all major stakeholders, whatever would have been agreed upon, whoever takes over the realms of government after 2024 will follow those principles, will follow what has been agreed upon, because they were part of the development of the vision of the debt restructuring process. So your ability to engage the people is one of the major tools for leadership. C, the capacity to translate vision into action is part of the leadership responsibility. We are still defining leadership, visionary leadership as the capacity to craft, develop, and translate vision into action. And I'm saying that consists of three components. A, capacity to craft the vision. B, capacity to develop the vision. And C, capacity to translate the vision into action. This implies that the leader must have the ability to identify his strengths, his weaknesses, and the opportunities and threats, despite the obstacles, to make the vision a reality. The job of the leader is not to give excuse that, well, this is what you said you were going to do, but because of A, B, and C, you could not achieve that. You are able to translate the vision into action despite obstacles. And if that should be achieved, then the leader must have some qualities and qualities to be able to achieve that. He must have the character, charisma, commitment, ability to communicate, competence, must be courageous, have the spirit of discernment, stay focused, must be generous, have initiative, ability to listen to people, have the passion, positive attitude, problem-solving skills, have relational skills, must take responsibility, be secured with his position, self-discipline is needed, must have a servanthood attitude, and be teachable. These are all things a leader must have, and to make sure that your vision can become a reality. Thank you for making time to be with me in this particular section and other sections. I do hope you have been blessed. We have added value of knowledge and be able to share some great lessons which will definitely add value to your leadership, and it will also help you to take your leadership to the next level. It will be nice to hear from you, so you can post your comments, your questions, and your concerns, and we will find the time to address them. If you have been blessed by this, I will encourage you to share it with your friends and your loved ones, and I do believe that together we can develop our leadership and become a great blessing to one another. Until I come your way again, remember that leaders have two best friends. The first best friend of a leader is vision, and the second best friend of a leader is problem solving. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Lead2day. We hope you've been blessed. Don't miss a thing. Be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to join this budding community of like-minded visionary leaders and believers. You know the deal. Like, share, and comment. Let's hear from you. See you next time.